Hello everyone, this is Pharaoh Vincent with Nation 506 and 817, and as you can see, we're going to be jumping straight into Doom Iron, so let's talk. I think the first thing to go through on Doom Iron is always going to be your fleet setup. This is not your normal event. I have done this a lot in my main city. I'm going to expect some lessons stay true. And right now, without having really strong Titans, and we'll explain in a bit, the fleet formation for this changes depending on what kind of city you're using and how geared up you are. A lot of people would start with a 1198 for your first hit, but you probably won't need to. I'm going to do it just for the sake of the video, but let's talk about what I'd actually do long term. So first off, snipers do really good single target damage. These cannons are going to do a lot of damage. Those are going to do a lot of damage. These are going to do a lot of damage, right? I still don't have the full fleet, so I'm going to go with probably machine guns because they do pretty good damage. And we're going to save that as fleet 6 for now, max zombies. So again, we're starting with a 1198. This is where I like to start, just because, and you'll see when we look at this map, or sorry, this battle, it's how Doom Iron attacks. He's so slow. He's so incredibly slow. And the reason why I'm thinking like a 1198 might be excessive is because he's so slow. All right, so the way you want to adjust your fleets is based on the video, right? So we did 1.1 million on my first hit. You can see here, he walks up, hits the first target, hits the second target, the third target, he kind of has a hard time getting through the shield. The fourth target, oh, we're still having a hard time getting through the shield, but we did it. And, oh, hey, we're going to hit the zombies once, and it's over. So all of those other troops didn't do much of barely anything. This is my problem with the 1198, right? Because those one troops for the melees, the one troops for the ranged, and the one troops, you know, they generally did good. That one shielder did very good because it helped to get those extra 2 or 3 hits in some cases from Doom Iron, just from having a single shielder to put up shields. Well, sorry, however many shielders I put in there. Forgive me, because I realize my fleet isn't all snipers yet. So we can see kind of the benefit of that. So what are we going to do to modify? And I know I don't have like a full fleet of back row. So what are we going to do to modify? We're keeping all the melees. Right? Right. So we're going to keep all the melees. I really wish this would have 2. I'll have to make sure that gets in there. I'm getting rid of the rockets. I'm getting rid of the stormtroopers. I am keeping max on all of my back row because that is my highest statistics. And for this Doom Iron, I'm going to try with max machine guns for the first one. And we're going to try again. So again, 1.1 is the damage to beat. I didn't check to see if the one guy stayed. That might change. Look at the healing going. 1.1 again. But you'll see in this video, right? Same thing. We're having a hard time. We get through. And we've done about the same amount of damage. Whether or not it would have been more or less, hard to say. So it doesn't look like it changed too much. But let's make one more modification, right? The next modification we're going to make is around which mid-range units do the most damage. So what we're going to do instead, as soon as the healing goes through, I'm just going to spin that. I have the speed ups thing right? Yeah, it's fine. So what we're going to do is we're going to come down here. We're going to hit our preset 6. Save our troops. And now, bikes. And then we'll add, oh, well, we have just enough troops to only add bikes. And the reason why I'm adding the bikes, even though they're a lower tier, and this might be the risky part because I don't know if they're going to do more or less damage, is bikes do a lot of burst for the first 30 seconds of PvE encounters based on their like unique trait. So when you look at actually war bikes, and I say this a lot in my video for like troop types, but if you read this particular ability, their attack speed is increased for the first 30 seconds in PvE encounters. Doom Iron is a PvE encounter, and so in theory it could add more damage. It doesn't seem to change much at all. Let's see, 1.116, 1.117, so the other one is slightly better. And 1.762, blah, 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 88. So yeah, it looks like the best fleet for me right now is going to be a 1 front row, max of those. When you get into higher city levels, your best fleet changes. So the best fleet for, like, you know, when you have max snipers and you have like really good titans, right? So if you have you know, a purple female titan specifically, she gets a shield ability called Blood Feast, and when that ability goes off, it kind of works like the shielders do, so you don't need the shielders at all. I would still add probably about 250 shielders up until you get purple female titan, this chick, and then you can start to wean off the shielders because they really do make those frontline last longer. When you get very high tier, and you are, you know, rocking later on, you're just going to send zombies and back row, and that's it. So at some point, zombies and back row will be the way to go. So I hope that helps everyone to kind of understand a little bit about Medici and a little bit more about, or sorry, not Medici, a little bit more about Doom Iron and the fleet setup. So I hope that video kind of helps, shows the process on how to get to where you are getting your best fleet out. So thank you guys so much. Again, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps the channel out. And I appreciate everyone. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night.